90 points in the last 4 races for James Rispoli. He's going to start on pole from the impressive Dominic Doyle on his Yamaha, and Jake Lewis up there as well. We've got 4 Hardys up there on the front 2 rows of the grid, but really impressive performance from Dominic Doyle, Roland.
Yeah, Cody Wyman, Jason Waters, Andy DeBrino in row 3. And we got Andrew White, Travis Carr, Zachary Beevan.
Nice to see the changes here this weekend as well. We've got 2 Arch bikes on the grid. We've got 2 Triumphs up there as well, with Jason Waters on the 3rd row of the grid as well. So plenty of variety here in the Mission Super Hooligans class. And Raj, just before we get underway for 7 laps of action, the opening lap, turn 1 down in towards the chicane. Obviously, key overtaking opportunity for the front runners. Yeah. Jake Lewis on the number 85 on the outside of the front row, and Jake Lewis makes a good start. And heading down in towards turn 1, we'll see if Lewis has been able to pick off his championship rival Corey West. He gets down the inside for that, but James Rispoli able to hold on for that pole position and convert it into a lap 1 lead as we head down towards turn 2. And it looks like it's still Rispoli out in front, but great start there from Corey Alexander as well, Rod.
Yeah, Corey's already moved his way into 3rd. Great start from the 2nd row.
Dominic Doyle just took it in the pants on that start, man. I don't know if that Yamaha just didn't get off the line like the Big V twins.
You can see there for Doyle, looks like dropping down into 5th spot for Corey Alexander with the run around the outside down towards turn 6. We'll see if he's able to move past Jake Lewis as we come back to it. He's got that inside line into 6, and this is where we've got that oil spill down. We've got a couple of bikes down as well though, and the 814 and the 72, and we'll see how Jeff Lane is the rider we can see sitting down, and we'll wait for the 814 as well. But the leaders making their way around, still Rispoli out in front, but Corey Alexander in this opening lap doing a great job, Roland.
The Arch is making its first showing into the top 3 at Mid-Ohio Race 1. Corey Alexander, they've been working so hard on this bike, and to see a brand new bike first time on the racetrack with new parts and all kinds of things, and he's running 2nd place, but we've got a red flag.
Yeah, not a big surprise after that big incident that we saw down there, and hopefully for the riders involved there, okay, it was Travis Carr was the other rider down in that one. And Raj, obviously in a 7-lap race, easy to have incidents here on the opening lap. Everyone's trying to make up their positions, and Jake Lewis on the outside the front row. The red lights are on, and we're getting ready for 5 laps of action here. Better start from the middle of the front row from Dominic Doyle, but it looked like a really good start from Jake Lewis. He gets the whole shot, and Corey West moves up into 2nd position as well. Bad start off the line from our pole sitter James Rispoli, but we'll see what he's able to do to answer back from 4th position, as Corey Alexander not quite able to make as good of a start this lap, loses a spot to drop down into 7th position there. But Dominic Doyle, lap 1, able to get through on Corey West and move into 2nd spot, Raj.
This restart really hurt Corey Alexander. Last time he was 2nd. You can see he's barely inside the top 10 there, around 8th, so definitely not the restart that he wanted. But Jake Lewis out front.
James Rispoli got himself into 3rd position, and now under attack from Corey West on the number 1 bike down in towards turn 6. West is able to get himself back up into 3rd position, but had to run over that little bit of the slick and lost a bit of momentum through there. Rod, we've seen it in the other classes so far. And you can see here for Corey Alexander, gets the run on the 34 bike of Cody Wyman as well, Roland.
I tell you who's not in a position they want to be, Corey West right now. He has moved his way to the back of that pack as we see Corey Alexander moving up and moving away. James Rispoli doing everything he needs to do right now to keep himself in contention tomorrow, but Corey West is going to have to do some work, and he's still going backwards.
He's looking down at his shifter.
Another mistake. He went wide there in turn 7, and now he was looking down.
And for Corey West, this is important points that can be lost. Obviously, Jake Lewis at the front of the field on course for 25 points. Rispoli putting him under pressure as well. And West
he's got a
looking
problem
down again, and it's going to be a long 5 laps. He needs to try and hold on, Raj, to any points possible.
Try to stay inside the top 15 and get as many points as possible, or maybe if another red flag comes out, team be able to fix it.
Andy DeBrino on the 62 bike just about to come through the 2nd triumph of Waters as well, in a position to attack now as lap 3 starts, and Corey West again looking down, and West with big problems at this stage, and even looked into turn 1 there, Raj, wasn't even trying to backshift it.
It's like maybe a shifting, Rowan. What do you think? He's kind of looking down.
It's strange when you're looking down. I mean, you can't really see much when you're trying to look down at the bike to see what's wrong with it. I don't know if he had like a fluid problem or something, but it looks like he's holding up DeBrino and Waters at this point. They want to get by him and try and get close to that group, but that ain't going to happen.
Still in 7th position right now for Corey West, but you're looking at the back of this group is Jeremy McWilliams in 11th position. We move back to the front of the field. Jake Lewis, long-time championship leader, leading this race from the start, but under pressure here from Rispoli. Rispoli 3rd in the championship, 22 points down, our championship leader.
But it looks like he's going to try to get past going into 1.
It's where he made the move on lap 2 as well, and just carries that speed into turn 1, and nice comfortable move there from him, Rog.
Yeah, great pass. Set that up to run out of the last corner. Able to make that pass. Now we'll see what Jake Lewis can do if he's going to be able to strike back.
Those 2 races, just so even be in a position to still win this championship after missing those 2 races. I mean, yeah, he's such an impressive rider, and we all know what it feels like to hit our head and come back.
And the 85 of Jake Lewis start their final lap. Dominic Doyle in a lonely 3rd spot right now, but he'll be happy for that on his Yamaha. Corey Alexander we saw just come across the line as well. And Corey West still holding on to that 7th spot and those all-important championship points. Good battling performance there from the championship leader.
Yeah, and Jake Lewis is in a tough spot right now. He wants to win and try to get that extra 5 points, but where Corey West running in 7th, Jake's still in a good spot.
As it would be 11 points picked up from Jake Lewis, only 5 points between himself and Corey West. Rispoli the big winner in this, as we can see now, as he opens up a little bit of a margin, takes that narrow line down in towards the oil slick at turn 6, and he's got a little bit of margin now, but for Rispoli, trying to make it 3 in a row and 5 races in a row on the podium as well. He's found his form at the right time, Roland.
I mean, this is anybody's championship at this point. James showing the momentum. I mean, with only, if they finish as they finish right now with only, what was that, a 7-point spread, 8-point spread, we're going to really be, we're going to be set up for a hell of a race tomorrow and settling this championship on a Sunday here at Mid-Ohio.
It's interesting as well because for Corey West, championship leader coming into this one, he only won 2 races. Rispoli on course to make it 3 in a row for his 3 wins of the season, and then for Jake Lewis, 4 wins through the season. They've been all very closely matched in terms of the stats, but it's been where they've been dominant at different times through the season. And Rispoli comes through the last corner, started from pole, and he was able to come through and take those 25 points ahead of Jake Lewis. An impressive performance from him, and the first podium of the season for Dominic Doyle. Corey Alexander with a good ride to come across the line in 4th, and Corey West ended up in 7th spot. But this shortened race to 5 laps ended up where they were able to break away a little bit, but Jake Lewis, very impressive performance considering the recovery from his injuries from Monterey to claim those 20 points in 2nd. Dominic Doyle, first podium of the season, and Doyle's put in some good performances in Hooligans and also in the Twins Cup class this season, but great to see him rewarded with that podium.
It's great to see Corey Alexander in the arch bike as well there, 4th with Travis Wyman, Cody Wyman, and championship leader, 7th place.
7th place picks up 9 points for our championship leader Corey West, and he's still our championship leader. When he had those technical problems in the middle of that race, could have been forgiven for thinking that he was going to give up a lot of points. He's in a position, if it comes down to it, where he could win on a count back as well. So Rispoli has the form on the 43, Rog. He wouldn't fancy putting money down on who's going to come out on top tomorrow.
He's going to be tough to beat tomorrow for sure. Jake Lewis, good ride for him coming back hurt.
It's all in his hands to be able to go out and make it 4 wins in a row. And you can see for our race winner down there, James Rispoli on the top step of the podium, and great performance from Jake Lewis and Dominic Doyle as our 3rd podium finisher and first podium of the season for Doyle on the Yamaha.